Long ago, on the banks of a great river, there lived two friends, Hawk and Mole. Although they were very different, they spent their days together searching for food and exploring the land around them. But one day, a simple conversation would change their lives forever. One afternoon, while trapping termites near a hill, Mole looked across the river and noticed a hunter preparing for the coming dry season. Concerned, he turned to Hawk. "Mole, what will we do when the hunter sets fire to this hill during the dry season?" Hawk laughed confidently. "You can worry about that. I have wings. If danger comes, I'll simply fly away to safety." Mole wasn't convinced. "Let's dig a hole to hide in." But Hawk ignored his friend's advice. Instead, he flew off across the river in search of worms and caterpillars. Mole, however, went to work. Near the riverbank, he dug a deep, winding tunnel into the cool earth. It would soon save his life. When the dry season arrived, the hunter set fire to the hill. The flames spread rapidly. For days and nights, the fire raged across the land. Huge tongues of fire leaped toward the sky, towering above the tallest trees. The smoke was so thick that day and night seemed almost the same. Deep underground, Mole remained safe inside his shelter. But Hawk was curious. He wanted to see how serious the fire really was. So he flew over the burning landscape. At first, everything seemed fine, but the heat was unbearable. His wings grew weak, weaker, and weaker, until suddenly, he fell straight into the flames. The fire consumed his feathers, his flesh, and his bones. Eventually, the wildfire died out. Mole emerged from his underground home and hurried across the blackened hill. He hoped to see his friend flying through the sky, but instead he caught the smell of burnt flesh. Following the scent, Mole discovered Hawk's remains, his heart filled with sorrow. Among the ashes, he found one of Hawk's bones. Carefully, he shaped it into a flute. Sitting quietly on the hillside, Mole played a sad melody in memory of his friend, a friend whose pride had led him to an unexpected death. The music was hauntingly beautiful. Animals from all over the jungle gathered to listen. They stood silently, touched by the sadness and beauty of the tune. Among them was Tortoise, and Tortoise loved the flute more than anyone else. When the gathering ended, he approached Mole. "May I borrow the flute, just for one night?" Trusting his friend, Mole agreed. But Tortoise had no intention of returning it. He secretly planned to keep the flute forever. Every evening, Lizard visited Tortoise carrying gifts of palm wine. Again and again, he praised the flute. Eventually, Tortoise gave in and allowed Lizard to borrow it for a short time. One sunny day, Lizard sat outside his house playing the flute. Its sweet melody drifted across the land and up into the sky. High above, the sun heard the enchanting sound. He had never heard music so beautiful. Curious, Sun descended from the heavens to discover its source. When he found Lizard playing the flute, he asked to examine it. Lizard handed it over. The moment Sun held the flute, he dashed back into the sky. Just like Tortoise before him, Sun had no intention of returning it. After all, how could Lizard ever reach the sky? Later, Tortoise returned from hunting. When he learned that the flute had been taken by Sun, he was furious. He blamed Lizard and swore to teach him a lesson he would never forget. But there was a bigger problem. The flute was gone. For many days, Tortoise sat thinking, how could he recover the precious instrument? Day after day, he searched for an answer. Then, at last, a brilliant idea entered his mind. He would ask Spider to help him. Would Spider be able to use her webs to carry Tortoise to the sky and bring back the flute? That is a story for another day. If you enjoyed this folktale, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. And remember, pride often leads to downfall, while wisdom and preparation can save a life. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in part 2, In Search of the Flute.